conscious that we've got, like, Gay and Kate haven't done yoga for a while. Have you ever done yoga before?
Sorry?
Have you ever done yoga before?
No.
No, never. Once. But I'm conscious that we have to stay warm at the same time, so we'll try and find a bit of a balance between the both. So let's just up cross legs to start with. You can put your blankets over your legs if you need to. And let's just take a few deep breaths to start with. So inhaling, stretch up, long through the arms, long through the fingers, feel length through the side of the body. Exhale, draw the hands down the center line. Just feel that energy coming back down towards the heart space. Inhale, really reach the fingertips long. Lift as high as you can. Feel openness across the chest. Exhale, draw down. 2 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Feel the lungs expand. Exhale, draw the energy back down to the center of you. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep the hands in prayer. So keeping the hands in prayer. Feel the thumb press against the sternum. Draw the shoulders down and back. Lift the crown of the head tall so you've got length all the way up the spine. And then releasing the hands down to the lap. And we'll make circles with the ribs over the hips, just to get the midsection of the body working. So nice big circles as far as the body will allow you to move. You can inhale as you come forward, exhale as you round back. So we're also arching and rounding the back. Change directions. So stay aware of the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more circle this way. And then coming back to center. Rolling over onto all fours, because we'll have to get moving so you can take your layers off. So planting the hands back on the floor, the knees under the hips. I'll let you take your coat off, Sarah. So we're trying to find a long straight line through the spine. So don't tip the chin up, keep the back of the head nice and long. Press through the hands. Stretch the tailbone out behind you. And then as you inhale, draw the chest forwards, look forwards, round, arching the back. Exhale, tuck the tail under, curling up. See how far you can lift up between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale, start to mobilize the vertebrae of the spine. Inhale. Exhale. And then coming back to neutral spine. Good. So just bring the left hand a little bit closer towards the center line of your mat. And then we're going to reach up with the right arm, twist towards the right, open the chest, and the right arm all the way up to the sky. Take a breath there. So pressing down with the left hand, rotating through the waist, between the shoulders, and then sending that right arm all the way under the left. Your hands are going to get a bit damp on the floor until the shoulder reaches the floor. And stay there for a breath. So see if you can equalize the hips if they swung out to the side. Good. Inhale. Stretch up, reach up, rotate. Exhale, threading through and down. Inhale. Rotating to the side. Stretch the arms up. Exhale, tuck through. 1 more this side. Good for generating heat. Inhale. And exhale, fold through. So staying there just for a bit of fun. I'm going to stretch the right leg out behind you on the mat. Stretch the right leg out. Just keep the toes in contact with the floor to start with. Nice long leg. Stretch the left arm out in front of you so the fingertips are just touching the floor. And then if you want, you can lift the right leg off the floor just a little bit. Just to see if you can balance there. Well done. Everything back. So bring the knee back in, bring the front hand back in, press back up onto all fours. It made Laurie giggle, that's good. I think Sarah's just joined us, so I'm just going to put my other earphone back in. Hello, Sarah.
Oh, hi. Am I the only one zooming in?
You are the only one zooming in.
Oh, I'm sorry to be so flaky.
No, it's lovely to have you join us. Right, so other side. So bring the right hand a bit more towards the center of the mat and extend the left arm up. Lovely big rotation through the spine. Press down with the right hand to help you rotate. Take a breath here. And then on your next exhalation, tucking left arm under right. Letting the shoulder come down to the floor, the ear come down to the floor. Take a breath there. And then we'll do that 4 more times with the breath. So inhaling, lift up. Feel the spine corkscrew all the way to between the shoulder blades. Exhale, tuck through. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Open the chest. Fill the lungs. Exhale. I think it's 2 more. Anyway, inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale.
Liv?
Exhale. And let the shoulder rest down now. Good. So get your balance. So you've got this force of you to put the hips kind of parallel. So you're stretching your left leg out slowly behind you on the mat. Keep the toes on the floor. Stretch the right arm out. So you feel a diagonal stretch through the center of the body. And then very carefully lifting the left leg off. See if you can balance there. Use the torso to balance you. Then everything back in, knee back in, hand back in, pushing up onto all fours. Hopefully you're a little bit warmer already. So from here, we're going to stretch the right leg out to the side, in line with the knee. We did this last week, but only Sarah was here, so that's not very helpful. And then come up, push your way up into gate pose. Good, so your foot's parallel with your knee. Toes turned in, wet floor, outer edge of the foot in contact with the floor. Lifting up opposite arm, reaching up towards the sky, and then extending diagonally. So you're really lengthening through the side of the body, lifting out of the waist, feeling the ribs expand, the intercostal muscles expand, fingertips reaching. See if you can take a deep breath into the side of your body. And then come back up to center. Drop that hand down so the fingertips pointing away under the shoulder. And then lifting up, right leg. Toes pointing forward, foot flexed. So you're squeezing through the side of the leg and the bottom to hold the leg up, and then reach up with the right arm. Press away from the floor, so I really want you to feel wide across the front of the chest. Feel your shoulder blades draw in towards the spine behind you. Good. And then we're going to fold that leg in and see if you can catch hold of the foot. Good. You might have to, if you have to bring your hips in to catch hold, then press them forward when you get there. So now you're going to kick your foot into your hand. Kick your foot into your hand, and you'll feel the opening up for your shoulder. Press, press, press. So push your foot contre la main. That's it. And then extend out. And squeeze the bottom a bit, lift the leg a bit higher. And come back down. All the way up. Hands on the floor just to change sides. Extend the leg out. Bring yourself up into gate pose this side, foot facing forwards. So the tendency is to lift that hip, so see if you can drop the hips down so they're parallel. Reaching up tall and elongating through the side of the body. Really waist lengthening. Space between the ribs expanding. Try not to draw the shoulder up, see if that can keep the shoulder drawn down. And then deep breath into the side of your body. It's quite difficult, but see if you can imagine the lungs expanding as you inhale. Exhale. And come back up. Hand down to the floor, under the shoulder. And then lift the leg. Toes pointing forward. Flex the foot. Bring some tension to the leg. And then extending the arm up when you're ready. Feeling that broad space between the shoulders, both fingertips stretching towards the floor and your bottom hand pressing away. Good. Bend the leg in. So if you can catch hold of the back of the foot. So first of all, draw it in towards your bottom. So if you draw the foot in towards the bottom, you'll feel length through the front of the thigh. And then pressing the foot away from the bottom, you'll feel the arm draw back, the shoulder draw back, open across the chest. Take a nice breath there. And then expanding the leg out to the side, expanding the hand up towards the sky again. Squeeze the bottom, squeeze the outer thigh, and release the foot back to the floor. Bring the knees back in. And then I'm going to sit back into child's pose. So you can have your knees a bit wider. Bring the bottom down onto the heels first, and then reaching the arms forward, let the forehead rest on the floor. So taking a couple of deep breaths there. Inhaling, feel the ribs expand behind you. Exhaling, can you soften through the lower back? Release through the lower back. Let the pelvis settle more heavily towards the heels. Doesn't matter if it's not on the heels as long as it's releasing away. Good. And then coming back up to kneeling. I'm just going to do a little bit of shoulders because we haven't really done shoulders over the last few weeks. So you're going to catch hold of you're getting a bit warmer now. I've got the sun in my eyes, which is very nice. Catch hold of your strap. Sorry, Sarah, I forgot to say that you needed a strap or an item of clothing or something, dressing gown cord. So we're going to do the shoulder opening one where we're going to bring the strap over and behind us. So you need to find a length on your strap where you can do that, but it's not agony, but you can have the movement. So once you found your length, we're going to inhale as we reach up. Exhale, controlled movement down again. Inhale, keep the arms straight. Exhale. Inhale. So keep the spine upright. Exhale, don't arch through the back. Keep the spine upright. It's just the shoulders that are moving. Inhale. Exhale. One more. If that's going too easy, you can always edge your hands in a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Put the strap to one side. And we're going to come up into downward facing dog. If you remember this game. So tuck the toes under. Send the hips back. Elongate through the front of the body. Points of the hips pointing towards the sky. Hands flat on the floor, pressing away. And then start to press one heel towards the mat. And then press the other heel. So take your time to open up to the legs. So your hips can swing out one side as you bend one knee and then the other. And then both legs towards straight. Little bit of a bend still as our hamstrings are still stiff. Send the bottom high. Descend the chest towards the mat. Good. And then we're going to come forward into a plank. So lift your hips a little bit more, gate. That's it, perfect. So heels pressing towards the back of the garden, crown of the head stretching forward. So lift the ribs a little bit towards you so that you feel a tension through the front of the body. Drop the knees to the floor. Then the elbows, drop the chest between the hands. Leave the hips to come down last. Inhale, curl the shoulders back. So just feeling that lovely breath across the front of the chest, back muscles firing up, toes in contact with the floor, good. And then pressing all the way back into child's pose again. So let go completely through the back again. Inhaling, ribs expand. Exhaling, softening through the tailbone. Good. Inhale, come forward to all fours. And then we're going to drop all the way down to the floor. So tuck the elbows in, bring the chest down, and then come all the way to the floor. So we did this last week and no one liked it, but we're going to do it again. It's good for your tummy muscles. So we're going to bring the elbows forward into Sphinx pose. So elbows around the shoulders, arms are parallel with the middle line of your mat. So be very careful with this with your lower back. So let me just show you how you come up. So we're going to, I've got too much baggy clothing on, but you're basically going to curl the pelvis under. So you're lifting the chest up. Your knees are still on the floor, so you're already really using your belly. Then you tuck your toes under, and then you lift up so that you're coming into a plank. And then we're going to come back down the way we went. So we're just going to do that a couple of times, but take your time. So you're lifting the belly, so you're tucking your tail under, lifting the belly, so you're on your knees, and then the last bit, tucking the toes under. And keep that strength in the belly as you straighten the legs. Good. Your hips a bit too high, Sarah. Can you drop them a little bit? That's it. Good. So holding that there for a couple of seconds. And then dropping the knees to the floor and curling your way back down. Oh. That was a good drop. I could hear it. So try that once more. Elbows under shoulders. So keep the hands flat, stretching. So start at the top, curl the bottom under, really lift the ribs towards you, tuck the toes under, firm through the belly. Ooh. Arms, legs strong, legs strong. Good. One more breath. Really lift the belly up, lift the belly in, and then drop the knees down gently, curling back down, bringing the hands underneath the chest again, pushing back. One more child's pose, stretch the back out the other way. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Good. And then coming back onto all fours, tucking the toes under, lifting back up into downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent. Still haven't done much through the back of the legs yet. Tailbone high, relax between the shoulders, make sure your neck's relaxed. And then we're going to walk the feet towards the hands now, little steps. And come into a forward fold. So knees well bent, chest on side. You can hold on to the elbows. Just flop. So just check the weights in the centre of the feet. Your hips still lifting high. Bent, so you stick your bottom up in the air. So you can stretch the hamstrings and you can sway from side to side if that feels good. And then releasing the hands and start to come up standing nice and slowly, uncurling your way to the top. Neck and shoulders and neck coming up last until you come standing. So just feel your feet on the mat. Spread the toes. Feel the spine tall. Crown of the head lifted. So we're going to do some forward folds and also chair pose. Got a nice chair pose variation to do today. So bring the hands to prayer. As we inhale, reach up towards the sky. As you exhale, fold forward. So bending the knees, one dive forward, all the way back into a forward fold. So we're going to then come up to halfway. So you bring your hands to your shins, flat back. That's it. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up, look up, lift up. Exhale, hands to prayer. One more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold all the way forwards again. Inhale, press with the feet, lift with the hands, all the way up standing. Hands to prayer. This time we're going to come into chair pose. So we're going to bring the feet a bit closer together so they're touching. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, sit back. Hands come down behind you. And then just bring them into prayer to start with. Good, very nice. So you're rocking the weight back so you're sitting on an invisible chair, but also lifting the chest. If you feel anything in your back, tuck the tailbone under a little bit. So your belly's lifting towards the back of the spine. You should be able to lift your toes almost off the floor, so if you can lift the toes. Good. So from here, we're going to turn towards the right. Elbow not down yet, just rotate towards the right, not the hips, just the waist. Good. And then gently come forward so the elbow's resting lightly on the knee. Excellent. Keep that deep squat, don't cheat. And then folding forwards, forward fold. Release the back. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Same on the other side. Inhale. Exhale, sit back. Circle the arms around, bring the hands together into prayer. Lift the chest, tuck the tailbone under, rock the weight back into the heels. Really feel like you're scooping the belly up and under to support the back. Does it? Yay! Yay! I've been learning over the summer. So turn towards the other side now. Don't lean forward. See if you can just squeeze yourself out like you're wringing a towel. And then very gently, elbow towards knee. Sit back, keep sitting back. Don't straighten your legs. Nice rotation. And then forwards. Whew. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands back to prayer. I'm going to take a layer off. Lovely sunshine. It'll come over gently onto everyone else, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to do another sneaky little chair pose variation. Bring the hands to prayer. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back into chair pose. Come via hands to prayer. Sit back, scoot the belly up and under. Press the thighs together. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch the right leg out towards the side. You can either be on the floor or Sarah's already gone for a little lift. Woo! I'm losing my balance. How did you know I was going to do that? Bring it back in. Good. Sit back. Reset your pose. Scoot the belly under. And other leg. So foot to the floor, or if you want to lift it, sink into the supporting leg and foot back in. Forwards. Release down. Well done. Inhale. Reach you all the way up again. Exhale to prayer. And do it one more time. She did it so well. Inhale. Exhale. Sitting back. Woo. What's happened to my balance today? Hands to prayer. Weight into the heels. Step the right leg out to the side. Hover above the floor if you can. Rest on the floor if you can't. Doesn't matter either way. And bring that leg in. Reset the pose. Knees squeeze together. And then to the other side. Keep scooping the belly in. See if you can keep the chest lifted. And back in. Forwards. Whew. Right, take a breath there. So you might find that you can make your knees a little bit straighter than they were at the beginning of your forward fold. Nice deep breath. Soft through the top half of the body. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Good, so we'll start moving through the legs now. So you can keep your feet more like hip width apart now. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg back. Right knee down. Coming into a low lunge. So sinking the hips forward. You should feel stretch for your right hip flexor. And then we're going to bring a twist in. So plant the right hand. Corkscrew through the belly like you were doing before. So move with the belly first. And then stretching the arm up. Good. Hand back to the floor. Rock the weight back onto the right knee. Lift the left foot up towards you. So you're stretching through the hamstring. Excellent. So draw the left hip back in line with the right. So you're trying to create a bit of a hinge at the top of the leg. See if you can draw the chest forward. Roll the shoulders back. Good. And then coming onto that front foot again. Sinking through the hip. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. So when you do your cobra, feel like you're lifting your belly away from the floor towards your spine. Support your back. Elbows tucked in. And then pressing back all fours, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward between the hands. Stepping the left foot forward. Folding forwards. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Other side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to a flat back. So the sitting bones away. Exhale, left leg back. Drop the left knee down. And lifting the chest, coming into a low lunge. So just make sure you set your front foot far enough forward so you've got a 90-degree angle through the front foot. And just let the body relax and release through the tightness you might feel in the hip flexors. Feel the pelvis is heavy. Good. Planting the left hand. Rotate through the waist first towards the bent leg. Arm following. Feel that space across the front of the chest. So still lifting the belly in, which will help you rotate through the waist. Hands either side of the foot to rock the weight back. So lift the front toes of the front foot. So your front leg can be bent as long as you feel a stretch at the top of the hamstring, or you can extend it towards straight. Try and keep that openness across the chest. Should have had blocks really. And then rocking the weight forward. Stepping back into downward facing dog. So hopefully a bit more space through the hamstrings now, so you can experiment with bringing the legs a little bit straighter. But if you can feel that spring aroundness into the lower back, then back out of it again. Because I'd rather you had the flat back. Inhale to plank. Exhale as you lower down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Fire up the muscles of the back, also lifting the belly, squeezing the elbows in, and back to downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot in, left foot follows, forward fold, inhale, reach up, exhale, hands to prayer. How are we doing? All right? Yeah. Lovely, isn't it? It is really nice. The magic sunny spot. Okay, so we're going to come into high lunge this time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step the right leg back. So just make sure your feet are either side of the line. Really ground your feet into the mat. So already, before we lift up, make sure the right buttock is kind of engaged and the back leg is straight and strong before you press up into a high lunge. So you'll find if your back leg's straight and strong and your buttocks engaged, you might not be able to come down as low as you typically do. So rather than slumping into it, we're really going to try and press down evenly with both feet. So it's a strong triangle. Good. Whoops. Inhale, lift the arms up. So wide across the front of the chest. So see if you bring your arms a bit wider apart than usual. Draw the shoulders down and back. See if you can find a little bit of lift through the upper back. So you're not rounding through the lower back. You'll just see if you can find breadth across the front of the chest. Letting the sun, letting the air come in. Good. So we're going to take a twist here. So draw the arms down, cactus arms, and then twist towards the left. So nothing in the base of the post changes. We're just twisting towards the left leg. And then we're going to come down and we're just going to hover the right elbow above the right knee. So keep the hips lifting, no touching of the knee. Bring the hands to prayer, but you're still hovering. So press through the feet, don't let that back leg sag. Good. And then reach back up. Excellent. Hands either side of the foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Keep the ribs tucked under. So this time you can either do knees, chest, chin again, or you can come down in a straight line, chaturanga. Inhale when you get there, up to cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so in the right legged dog. Exhale, step the right leg through. So you're going to come up into a high lunge this time. So before you come up, engage the left buttocks. Firm up the left thigh, and then pressing through both feet, come into that nice lifted version of a high lunge. Hands on your hips if you want. And then reaching the arms up. So start them nice and wide. Feel that openness across the front of the chest. Shoulders drawing back, shoulder blades drawing together behind you. No need to bring them in close before that starts to lift the shoulders up. Good. So drawing the hands strongly down now into cactus pose. Corkscrewing through the center of the body towards the right leg. Excellent. And then just tilting, elbow towards knee. Not resting though, so you have to fire up the front thigh, keep the back thigh strong as well. Bring the hands to prayer, still hovering. Scoop the belly up and under. Might feel that helps you twist a bit more. Breathe. And then reach with the arms up. Hands on the side of the foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths there. Inhale your way to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Keep chest lifting forward. Keep the belly controlled. And then pushing back into downward facing dog again. So this time you kind of step your feet forward or a little hop. Bend the knees. Hop forward on the exhalation. Feet between the hands. Folding forward when you get there. Inhale, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer. Let the breath settle. Standing still, relax the elbows down. Okay, so one more flow sequence based on high lunge again. Inhale. Exhale, forward, forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg back again. Strong foundation. Coming up into your high lunge. Reaching the arms wide again. Chest open. Shoulders drawn down. Both legs forming a firm foundation for your pose. And then from here, if you just watch a second, we're going to bounce off the back foot and draw the right leg in. We've done this before. So use your belly muscles to lift the knee up. And then you're going to slow motion, big step back to where you came from. Good. So we're going to do that 2 or 3 more times. So pressing off. Good. And stepping back with control. Big step back. We'll do 2 more. And step back. 1 more. Use the belly to lift the knee as high as it will go. Step back. Good. Hands either side of the foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath there. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, whichever you feel like you can do. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, step through. Coming up into high lunge on the other side. Reaching the arms up, chest wide. You're right, you've got leaves falling on you, sorry. So firm base to your pose, shoulders drawn back and down. When you're ready, pushing up, forward, lifting the left leg up this time. And then stepping back with control. Okay, 3 more. Draw the legs through, lift up high, step back. And step back. One more. You're doing better than me this morning. Stepping back one last time. And hands other side of the foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, everybody in a straight line, chaturanga, all the way down to the floor this time. Lying onto your belly. Turn the head to one side. Just flop down. Let go of the body. Move the hips from side to side. Relax through the lower back. So from here, we're going to come into locust pose. So bring your head to face forward again. Stretch the arms away behind you, palms of the hands down, shoulders rolling back. And then lengthen the legs away from you, lengthen them so much that they lift up a little bit from the floor. Keep lifting the belly away from the mat as well, because that will help keep the lower back under control. Relax down, turn the head to the other side. Keep the hips a little shake if that feels good. We're going to take that one more time. So bring the head, so the forehead's on the floor, just looking forward towards the mat. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the belly away from the mat, figuratively. Obviously, it's still on the mat, but lift the muscles away. And then lengthen the legs, squeeze the bottom. That's it, good. And relax down. Press the hands either side of the chest. And then press your way back into child's pose. Bottom on heels, reaching the arms forward, forehead resting on the mat. Coming up on all fours again. So we're just going to take another front of thigh opener. So from here, we're just going to step the right foot forward to the outside of the mat, outside of the hand, outside of the mat. Drop the hips down, opening, allowing the right knee to fall to the side if that's more comfortable. Sinking the pelvis down, so you should feel a stretch through the outer hips, probably the back hip flexor as well. So from here, we're going to take the left hand to the outside of the edge of the mat, and we're going to open the right hand up and spiral towards the bent knee. Just take this very slowly because it's quite a big stretch. And then we're going to reach the arm down behind us. That's it, good. And then we're going to try and lift up the back leg. I know this gave us cramp last week. So lift up the back leg, and you might be able to catch hold of the foot. If you can't, then just put the leg back down again and still stretch back and open. It is a big stretch. So you're using the foot. Sarah's laughing. Relax the foot down. She's got the giggles.
Laugh or you'll cry.
Hands at the side. Just take the knee back again. I'm not going to do any fancy sequences in between. Take the left leg forward and just lunging over that leg. Let the knee flop to the side. Just allow the hip to release. Pelvis heavy, sinking towards the mat. I've got one side which is about 3 times tighter than the other. Good, so just taking that right hand wide now. Enjoy the twist, don't worry about the leggy bit. Pressing with the supporting hand, opening the chest. Looking out towards the sky. And then draw that hand down towards so it's parallel to the floor. Feel that space across the front of the chest. Rotation through the shoulder, and then if you want to catch hold of the back of the foot, don't worry if it's not happening for you. And release the leg. Hands come forward. Coming back onto all fours. Probably need another child's pose after that. Sinking the bottom onto the hip. And then slowly uncurling to come up to kneeling. So we're going to have a little, just because Sarah wanted to last week, so we're going to blame Sarah, we're just going to have a little go at crow pose on our way up, because we haven't done that for a long time. It was you. You hate it.
I can't do it.
Well, you'll do it. We did it one-to-one once, and you did do it.
I've never been able to do it.
So we're just going to, I know we've done quite a lot on our wrists, so they should be quite warm, but just take some little wrist circles. Nice slow circles. Change directions. Good. So most of you have done this at one point or other. So we're going to come into little crow pose. So we're starting off in a little squat, hands at hip width apart, fingers facing forward. You're going to lift the hips high, bend the knees, bend the elbows. So your shins are going to go on that little table you've created with your elbows. Plonk your shin onto your little tables. I find you have to bring your hands really close towards you. And then all you're going to do is lean your weight onto those little tables. Just lean. Doesn't matter if your feet don't come off. And then you'll find if you lean and lean and lean, then your feet just come off anyway. So it's all about where you put your weight. And it's all about, you have to have a bend in your arms, otherwise there's nowhere for your shins to rest on. So just have a play. See what Kate's done. Kate's put her blanket in front of her. That is quite nice. If you're worried about tipping forwards, it doesn't really hurt, does it? You basically just go like that on your, no, you sort of just pop your head on the floor. If you don't want to lift your feet off, you really don't, but you have to do the beginning bit. So you have to do the resting shins on legs and leaning your shins onto your little platforms. You don't have to lift your feet off. It's not happening. So lift your hips higher, okay? That's it. Now, that's better. Can you feel they're on now? Yep. And you have to keep your elbows, that's perfect. You have to keep your elbows tucked in and your elbows parallel. If they splay out towards the side, you're going to lose strength. Good, Kate. Good. Keep lean forward. That's it. Can you feel the weight coming forward? Good, that's it. Exactly. You did it. No, that's because you just have to send the weight forward slowly. If you jump into it, then keep going forward. That's it. Yes, lovely. Good, yeah. Yeah, Laurie's got it.
Well done.
Good.
Well done.
Well done. You just have a seat. We are going to do one more standing pose. So we can have a little sit in the sun first. Oh, sorry, you're not in the sun yet, are you? I'm the lucky one. So we're going to finish with dancer pose because we've done lots of preparation for it. So you need a loop at the end of your rope. Can't remember how we do this. We always have a nightmare, don't we? Yes, that's it.
This one, we've already done it.
Okay, so you should have a loop. Yeah. So we're going to get up again we're not going to do any sequences to get there. So it's a standing balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer the weight into our left leg. Sarah, I don't know if you've got anything you can do this with, but I reckon you could probably do it without a strap anyway. So if those of us with a strap, we're going to hook the top of the foot. And remember, you kind of bring your strap over your shoulder, so you're carrying your foot around. And then bring both hands to the strap. You're lifting your foot, but also pressing it away from you. Try and keep the hips parallel. Watch you guys now. So that's good, Sarah. So if you can kick the foot into the strap. So the foot comes, that's it. And you could probably shorten your strap a bit more now, Sarah. Nice, Laurie. So you feel openness through the shoulders, lovely, Kate. And come down. Beautiful. So I'm going to have to take photos one day because it's so pretty down here. Not even change to the other leg. So just take your time getting your balance. That was all. So you're basically opening up through the front of the chest as we've been doing, and then obviously finding that length through the quadricep of the left leg. So you can bring your foot in sort of towards your bottom to start with, but then you're actually pressing it away, pressing it into the strap. Nice. Keep breathing.
Your arms quite straight.
Yes. So your arms should be find a place on the strap where your arms can be straight. That's lovely because you've got that lovely openness in the chest, Kate. Good. And release down when you're ready. And that's one you can practice at home with a dressing gown cord or a dog lead. Exactly. Good. So we're coming back down to the floor. What was that last final effort? Come down via squat. So bring the feet nice and wide, toes pointing out, nice and gently down with the knees. So if you can find a squat position. If you haven't done yoga for a while, yes, your heels might be coming off, but so you can do it with your heels down. I've seen you. Sometimes if you just put your feet wider, but don't yeah. But then see, rather than sagging into the pose, see if you can. That's it. Good. So you're lifting out of the hips. Good, Kate. So you've got a bit of engagement with the thighs. That's lovely. And I know this is. See if you can roll the inner arches up, Sarah. I know. That's it. It's too much going on at once. And relax down. Oh. Excellent. So we'll do a little cross leg fold forward, just to ease off the back again. So just cross the legs in a comfortable position. Just flop down as far as your body will allow you to go. So your head might be on the floor, or you might want to form a little pillow for your head. Might want you just to release through the whole length of the spine. And coming back up. Swap legs. So swap the cross of your legs so the other leg's in front. And then rolling forward. So really just relaxing through the spine. Just taking it to however far your body will let you, and then hanging. And coming back up. And we're going to finish with Gomakasana, cow face pose. We haven't done this for a while. So we're going to cross. I'm not going to mirror you because I'm just going to get confused. Cross right leg over left. So I'll be doing the opposite side to you. My brain's not working today. Cross right leg over left. So you're seeing if you can stack your knees above each other. So I know some of you can. If you can't, it's fine. It's fine to be like this. But you're aiming towards getting the knees on top of each other. That's it. Good, Sarah. That's good. That's fine. It's perfect. As long as you're feeling that you've got some evenness between the two sitting bones. If it's really easy, you can walk the feet forward. But just get to a point where you can feel a stretch for your buttocks. Preferably on both sides. So then we're going to lift the right arm up. Sorry, left arm up, sorry. Left arm. Drop it down behind your back. And then just give it a little encouragement just to elongate through that front of the arm. And then when it's there, take the right arm wide, really stretch it out, make it long, rotate the back of the hand towards me, and then keep going until it reaches up behind. Did you go the wrong side? Yeah. So you're on the opposite side to you. That's it. That's it. Arms coming towards each other. If you have, can anyone catch hold? I'm going to get your strap so you can catch hold. Then you caught hold, so Kate, nearly. Oh, you have nearly. Where's your strap gone?
Maybe I'll put a blanket up.
We haven't done shoulders for a while, so I think it's good to. Can you touch, Laurie?
I wouldn't worry about me.
No, it's good. It's something to pull against. It feels nice. Laurie's nearly there. Sorry, I should have told you to get your straps. Then you can use the strap to pull. Oh, I'm not going to pull you over. Good. You get to release. You haven't done yourself in, have you? No, no. Just, no, I was thinking we haven't done shoulders much. Other leg. Left leg over right. Get your strap ready this time. So just find something that works for you in terms of feeling a stretch in your, for me it's more the top leg I can feel it in, but bottom leg as well. Yeah. That side's tighter, isn't it? Yeah. Just leave the foot. Can the foot go flat on the floor? Give you a bit of support, yeah, like that. That's good. Yeah. Just try and release into the stiffness rather than thinking, ah! Just sit in it. So what arm did we do last time? I've forgotten now. I think it's right arm up now, isn't it? Is that the other side?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. That's the other side. So if you want to get your strap actually, so that it's dangling down from that arm, give your elbow a squeeze. So try not to press against your head. Try and just leave the head relaxed. And then stretch out the left arm really long, rotating the hand towards me, up the back, catch hold of your strap. And then you can walk the fingers towards each other along the strap. Or catch hold if you can. And then once you've got there, feel like you're opening the elbows away so that you've got that nice space across the front of the chest again. And breathe.
Yeah, I can help.
Might see to that side, yeah. Yeah, it's odd. Everybody's wonky.
Some more wonky than others.
So feel the heaviness through the pelvis, but that lightness across the front of the chest. And release off. Gently, slowly. Come back to normal, cross leg. Just do some little circles with the shoulders. Take your time. Inhaling, exhaling. Change directions. And then just drop the shoulders down. Let the hands rest on the lap, wherever it's comfortable, and just drawing up through the length of the spine again, heavy through the pelvis, but light and lifted from the top of the head, from the crown of the head. And then when you're ready, grab your blanket and make your way into Savasana for final relaxation. So just lying down on the mat. I'm going to get my... The sun's come out now, Sarah, but it's still a bit of a nip in the air. Sorry if you've really got mini blankets, but at least it can cover your chilly bits. I need to get some more blankets. So just find your comfortable position on the floor. You can have your knees up and resting together if that's more comfortable, or flat on the floor. Hands, palms of the hands up, shoulders rolling back towards the mat. And just letting go of the whole body, releasing the weight of the body onto the mat. So this is the time when we can really feel the benefits of the practice and the movement, the energy that we've been moving around the body, been twisting the spine, flexing the spine, opening up those main energy channels through the body. So appreciate the benefits now. So softening the feet and the toes, the arch of the foot releasing. Relaxing the ankles. They've been balancing you. Relaxing the calves, the knees, the thigh muscles. Relaxing the pelvis, the lower back, the middle of the back and the upper back. Relaxing the shoulder blades, shoulder joints. Relaxing the fingers and the hands, the wrists and the elbows. And relaxing the neck, the back of the head just resting heavily on the mat. And then softening the skin on the face as well. Getting the left side of the face relaxed to the left. The right side of the face relaxed to the right. Soften the eyes. So feel that you're open and receptive to the feeling of the sun on your skin, the wind on your face, and the sounds of the trees. Softening the body even more onto the mat. Feeling yourself become heavier and softer. And then very gently start to move the fingers and toes. Feel things soft in the mind. Give yourself a stretch or hugs on your knees in, whatever your body needs to do. And then roll onto the right side. Give yourself as long as you need there before you make your way to sitting, only when you're ready. Can't you? Sorry. Sorry. It's the wind.
I'm imagining it.
You're imagining it.
Lovely lying back and just looking at the sky.
Bring the hands together. We'll finish with an om because we haven't done one for so long, especially with Kate and Gay. So inhaling together. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Sorry I couldn't